Hello, 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 and welcome to this Final Boss Fight live stream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Smitty.
Good evening, everyone. I don't want to go back to work next week.
Same.
But I haven't been off last week, so... I am joined by the Rogue Trader Enthusiast.
Oh no, my mouth is full of chicken. Hi.
I can't believe this is the second time we've done a D&D intro, and that's been largely your response to being asked to say hello.
You're very
Stop eating chicken,
though.
you monster!
I like chicken, okay?
I do too.
I mean, to be fair, last time the response was, my mouth full of meat. So, I guess a step up.
I've been working on my my meat stuffed pronunciation.
We are joined by Angel.
What?
And Goat is also here.
I am also here to make John's day significantly worse. I'm using the Mustang Arts wheelchair mechanics for war today. Thank you again, Mustang Arts, for letting us use them.
I also forgot that I'd changed Goat's icon, and he is now a much more realistic artist impression of Wall than the regular cutie icon, because I couldn't find the cutie icon at short notice. So, incredibly realistic Wall, very cartoony everybody else.
All seen some shit. Now he's photorealistic.
Deal with it. For now. Anyway. Does one of you guys want to do the recap?
We
I
done
picked the
did.
fight and killed people.
We did a
Yep.
goof.
Yeah.
Toya did.
Last...
So basically, we were trying to go and get some information about this weird kind of... Was it dwarves? I'm pretty sure it was dwarves. Anyway, we were going to get some information from these dwarves, and then the guy was being super sketchy, so, like, I was trying to talk to him, but then one of his bodyguards started chesting up, and I mean, why would he chest up if he didn't have anything to hide? So, I mean, I called him out on it, because he was acting like a total wuss anyway. But then he got all offended and started fighting us, so obviously we had to kill him, and then all of a sudden there was, like, an eyeball thing in the rafters, and so we killed that thing too. And then the bartender was all offended that we killed his dudes, but he gave us the information, but then they wouldn't let me kill him, so that was kind of disappointing. But what are you gonna do? And apparently, like, they didn't know that I'm legit insane from slaughtering my entire village. I totally thought I told them that, but I guess not. But oh well, I guess now we have to go somewhere else to find out more information about the thing, because it turns out that the guys we were investigating are actually related to the guys that Wall doesn't like or Wall works for, or both. And it's kind of bad, but I mean, hey, we got to kill some things, so that was cool.
That was so
I mean,
deeply in character.
That covers at least most of the session last time, just to...
Oh yeah, and apparently got dragged away by like a giant spider thingy, and we might never see him again? Question mark? Because I was asleep.
Just to clarify a few of the points at the end there. Yes, has been dragged away by a giant spider thing. Nefira gained a new sword and a new patron. And the people that you slaughtered, killed, assassinated. Not assassinated, you weren't paid for it. Freelance killed.
And that's the worst part. We didn't even get money for it.
We defended ourselves.
We did not defend ourselves.
They worked for the Xanathar, who is somebody that Wall owes a vast sum of money to. The people that you are seeking have travelled deeper into Undermountain and are not in Skullport any longer. So you now are faced, as you wander the streets of Skullport, you are faced with a couple of options. you can start to head, and I will lay those out for you as you discuss them. You can start to head further into Undermountain. You can return to the surface, having heard of somebody who has the ability to teleport you from their shop to the surface for 50 gold a person. Or you can follow up on a lead you have to the Xanathar's lair in an attempt to possibly find a way for Wohl to get out of the vast debt that he owes to the big X-Man.
You know what? I'd rather just roll directly into lava. Imagine I said that in character.
I don't have any lava to hand, but
I will find and roll into lava, John.
fair.
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to find and roll into lava.
DM, I do that.
DM, I do that, and you cannot stop me. Right back, guys.
So, feel free now to discuss amongst yourselves those plans of action or anything else you might like to throw out there.
We should leave town right now because we're in so much trouble.
Oh,
Honestly,
relax. I scared the guy because you're more important to Xanathar than he is.
Though, honestly, I don't see why you won't just let me go kill the guy. I mean, obviously, I've proven I'm pretty good at just murking people. I'm also frustratingly unkillable, apparently.
We'll kind of just... I don't... No, we're not doing that either. We should just leave town. We should leave. We've got everything we need here, right?
Well, that sounds like a vote. So, let's see, you want to leave town and you want to go fall into lava. So that sounds like Wohl wants to go down into Undermountain.
Yeah. I'm hearing Wohl say go deeper.
I think we should go deeper.
We will go deep, and for Toya's sake, we will also go hard.
He gets it! Zara, he's starting to get my humor.
I'm so happy for you, dear.
I'm down for it.
Wohl is going to have a look at. Do we leave the little bar restaurant? It's like a tavern, right?
Yeah.
Can you have a look at the two guys that we murdered and just see if maybe one of them's clinging on to life unconsciously, just a sneaky little medicine check, just I want to be in less trouble than I am.
Make me a medicine check.
I wanted to loot the corpses.
You can loot them unconsciously. I think they're also both dead. God damn it.
You are fairly confident with that medicine check that they are dead.
It's
You're
I'm
not
gonna say
certain,
one of them did have 2 smites go through them. That kills a lot of things.
yeah, I've heard.
Can I loot him, John?
yes.
Yay!
I
What do
mean-
I roll for that?
Roll me an investigation check to go through their pockets.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna pull up my character sheet. Sorry, Foundry is working, but it's working very slowly. So
I'm saying this now, Toya. If anyone comes back for the stuff that you're taking, it was your idea and we're not responsible.
you think they're gonna come and try and challenge the person who killed 2 of these things?
I assume Minotaur have family. The remainder of their herd.
Yeah, but if we can murk 2 of them effortlessly. You said investigation, right?
I did.
That's what I thought you said. Just double checking.
Well, also on a side note, if we don't fancy going too deep, we still got to deal with Clan I.
Well, they said that they were deeper down, didn't they?
Let's go and find Clan I then, and deal with that, and not this situation.
And then we can go up and Cure a guy's blindness.
Yeah.
Are you able to learn magic from items?
Me? I think I can move enchantments from one item to another. I think I can do that, John. Can I do that, John? I'm literally an artificer. I think in Xanathar's Guide to Everything, the book, you can do that.
I get the feeling there's something like that you can do. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. You do get a lot of fun playing around with enchantments and things, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was something you could do along those lines of either learning an enchantment from something and putting it onto something else. At 10th level, you get the ability to craft magic items with common or uncommon level.
I mean, I have, I technically can craft magic items now, they're just not permanent.
If you craft a magic item at 10th level or higher, you take a quarter of the normal time and half as much of the usual gold. It becomes cheaper for you to make
Sick.
magic items at 10th level. And quicker.
Yeah. What explains this? In an in-game way that makes sense.
Look, I just want if that dagger can let someone see when they're blind, that sounds incredibly useful to me. Since sort of points at the goggles. That's kind of how I'm seeing it at the moment.
Yeah, I would, though obviously it's fine for you to have them. That is taking up one of my magic item slots that I have maintained. So if we could move the enchantment, I mean, we could just quote unquote take longer to retrieve it, and I could study it. By this point, Wall is like rolling away from the shop. He's not waiting around. I'm presuming people are following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm following.
To
Why
where
has
are
Toya
you heading?
Down. Aimlessly wandering.
Let's say, what is the way down?
That is a fine question to which I will locate you an answer. Continue to talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
How about we go speak to what's his name? The Dragonborn at the house, the Harper.
I feel like if we talk to him, he may get in trouble for this. Gestures towards presumably Toya covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He can handle himself.
I mean, okay, fine. I think Vaser just sort of like leans over to like the nearest someone who looks like they know their way around but isn't particularly strong. Just sort of like leans over to just stop them in the middle of the street. How do we go deeper into the mountain?
You'd have to head back into Undermountain, and then go down from there.
There's only one way in and out of the city.
There's two ways in and out. There's the Steamfall Pass. There's 4 ways in and out of the city. Where do those ones go? But they all lead back to the 3rd level of Undermountain. You can take the Beggar's Rest Pass, the Shadow Pass, the Steamfall Pass, Taglath's Gap, or if you head down past Skull Island, you can head back through Sourgarth itself along the river.
That sounds kind of cool.
Sorry, Goat, you've either got a fan on or you're breathing into your microphone.
I believe it is my laptop taking off.
Or that.
The last thing you wanted to do.
Goat confirmed. Real life artificer accidentally making levitating laptops.
Let me know if there's any better. I pull my mic kind of away.
Sounds better at the moment. I'll let you know if your laptop takes off again.
Cool.
So yes, those
so
those are your options. But then you need to find your way down from inside that level of the dungeon.
By any chance, I appreciate my memory is fading from me. 2 weeks ago in real life, when we had the last session, did we get an indication of what way down Planet Iron I took?
You did not. They just said generically they had moved on from here and had gone deeper into the mountain.
I think we just go and we work it out on the road.
Thank you, bud.
For
And I just wanna
for
pat the
sake
guy's
of
shoulder.
ease as well, just because it has been significantly longer in real life than it has been in the game. When you first entered Skullport, you came in through the what is titled the Steamfall Pass,
That takes us back to Asrock.
which is up to the northeast of the lowest level of Skullport. Beggar's Rest and Tagalath's Gap are both at the very north of the lower level, and the Shadow Pass is to the northwest, whereas the Skull Island approach would take you to the southwest of the lowest level of Skullport. But you would then also have to, one, find a boat to go in the river, and also make your way past Skull Island.
Do we know what Skull Island is?
Where you can find King Kong.
roll me a history check.
He asked.
Why do I keep playing like I have characters with an intelligence score? I don't know why I rolled that directly for my intelligence, but I did. That's an 8.
An 8. You don't know, but it doesn't sound great.
Sounds fun.
Can I roll an intelligence check?
I vote. We take a boat and then we drop in on Skull Island. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You can roll me a history check. Whoa.
Awesome. This is a history check. I don't have proficiency, but I just couldn't be bothered to find the history button.
Fair.
Wall is too panicked to. He's like, that sounds like a great idea. Why would anything go wrong on Skull Island?
I don't know. Smitty, Toya, do you fancy making me history checks to see if you know anything about Skull Island, or are you happy to just dive on in with the rest of them?
I'm happy to dive on
try,
in.
But
I'm
I
willing
have
to accept I'll know
negative-
nothing.
My intelligence is like -1, so I'll try, but I make no promises.
I'm going to just roll for Zara as well, just because it seems like everyone is trying to rack their brains about this. Zara's not just going to stand there going, hum-de-dum-de-dum. I'm also going to refresh my Foundry, because it's decided I don't get any pictures. And I get the feeling that means I'm going to have been logged out. It does! Yay me!
I didn't do it.
Honestly, I kind of love how we're all just like, yeah, let's just do it, because none of us would know. None of us have lived here.
This
Exactly.
is fair.
I've come here on business, but that's it.
Mad question. Has this foundry gone for anyone else?
It looks like a black screen to me. Oh
Yes.
no, it's fine for me actually.
Yeah, it's fine for me too.
I currently have a blank screen. It's somewhat worrying.
Oh dear.
That is there. Zara, give me a history check, Zara.
I was gonna say, yeah, you are not. Oh, now you're logged back in.
11.
It's most interesting because I don't have that right now.
What does Zara know about Skull Island
Oh, we have all rolled so badly.
with an 11?
Bad. It'd be bad.
I'm sure if we ask the old Dragon Ball, he'll probably know the way.
Zara is going to remember an obscure factoid that is more factoid than it is useful information, because it's an 11 on a history check. She is going to remember that Skull Island and Skullport itself was named after a cadre of 13 ancient flame skulls, said to be the remains of wizards that once founded the settlement here. While the flame skulls consider themselves to be the rulers of Skullport, not Flameport, they have long since lost touch with reality and just kind of drift around and mostly just yell in a long dead language that nobody else understands. But beyond that, Zara is sort of along the same lines as the rest of you, which is don't really remember anything about Skull Island, Skullport.
Sorry, what manner of creatures are yelling the thing?
Flame skulls. They are undead, floating skulls wreathed in fire, who occasionally claim to rule the town, but for the most part just babble in a long dead language, having been driven mad by being around for quite so long.
Or gives 1,000-yard stare. He's like,
What's Toya's face look like right now?
She's just kind of nodding. I mean, why else would you call it Skull Island?
Would help if I didn't mute the microphone. It's a fitting name. We'll know it when we find it.
So you start heading to the southwest, which is where you have previously been to fight the sea hag shop owner, and you remember as you walk in that general direction having briefly seen a bridge, long dilapidated bridge that leads out of Skullport and southwards towards Skull Island. And as you cross, do you start crossing the bridge? Let's go with that question first.
So this is the bridge that takes us to the port, or the bridge that takes us to Skull Island?
This is a bridge that takes you from Skullport to Skull Island.
No time like the present. Start crossing.
I'm just gonna follow the leader.
We're following the leader, the leader, the leader.
Apparently, Vason, are you going, or are you letting everybody else go?
I'm just gonna sort of like walk alongside everyone,
Okay.
make everyone even zippier.
As you start crossing this bridge, you can see in the distance, sort of resolving in from the edge of your dark vision range, you can see sort of a island in the middle of the water, and you can see that this space, this cavernous space, leads up to a roughly dome-shaped ceiling, and at one point on the island, a natural column of rock raises from the heart of a fortress to merge in with the cavern ceiling. But atop the island is a stone fortress with 20-foot high walls interrupted at irregular intervals by 30-foot high towers topped with battlements and ballista.
So just to check, this bridge will take us to Skull Island, and from Skull Island we can get back into Undermountain via Salgar?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let me get you settled on the Skull Island map before I move us over there.
I can't tell if we're going to be fine or about to be TPK'd.
I think we've already killed one of these skull things, so...
Yeah, one
yeah.
is fine. It's when it's like an entire horde of them.
An island's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, for the record,
And what John doesn't tell us is that when we kill them, they explode. And you can cascade those explosions.
Just for the record, John, just so that I've done the bookkeeping, I have healed myself to full with my lay on hands. Because I was at nearly half health. That's probably a bad idea.
I have no idea what to find that. I'm fine.
I don't recall you getting hit that much.
I was at 36 health for some reason.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 44. I got hit pretty bad.
I think it was like just one really massive hit.
Let's go and look at this map, assuming it loads up eventually.
This is like Skellige energy. The map and the song.
Oh, look at that.
Nope, gonna just refresh the camera screen as well. 1 second.
Oh my dog, there is an actual stone bridge down here.
I mean, at one point, like, they made it, so... they can't be hostile all of the time.
I mean, people are pretty nice in Skullport. You can stop people in the middle of the street and ask for directions.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that. It's more the fact that my brain was assuming like rickety old bridge.
The craftsmanship's kind of out of date and could do with a lick of paint, but it doesn't seem too structurally damaged.
Imagine if it was a rickety wooden bridge, the flaming skulls would have set it on fire already.
Sure.
Alright, let's go back to the map screen now, because we can see it.
Oh, it could have been a really cool cable car.
That sounds like a recipe for instant death.
So,
Very cool encounter. Terrifying, though.
As you make your way across the bridge, you do notice that there are a couple of gaps in the stonework, where the bridge has started to collapse into the water. But you are easily able to make your way around those, and I need to turn off my second wall, apparently.
By the power of wall?
By the power of two walls.
Constantinople was protected by a double wall.
You can make your way across this bridge and find yourself at the foot of a giant fortress that sits atop Skull Island. A sturdy iron gate blocks your path.
Is there anyone around?
Can I kick it?
Would you like to try and kick it, or would you like to try and look for people?
I'd like to look for people. I have a feeling that doesn't stop Toya.
Yeah, it's really not going to stop me. I'm going to kick it.
Well, let me just move you up to the gate.
Oh, right, the gate's that way.
Yay.
Roll me a perception check, Vaesen. Roll me a strength check, Toya.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That is a 21. If I rolled any better, I could see the vibrating strings of the universe. I wonder if whether or not in Faerun, if rather than string theory, they have weave theory.
I reckon they do, actually.
You pull your foot back, Toya, and you launch it at the gate, and it holds very sternly shut with a loud clunk, and your leg hurts. But Vaesen, as the loud sound of the metal vibrating in the gate echoes through the cavern, you see a number of humanoids who have suddenly become interested at who is at the wall of their fortress. The first to appear on the scene are a pair of Durga who look over from this sort of tower above you, and who goes there?
No, they seem to be here.
Just travellers wanting to get to go up the Sargouth. Is that how you pronounce it?
That is the pronunciation. You have business in Sargouth.
Yeah, we're trying to get deeper into Undermountain.
Have you booked passage with Sundeath?
How do we do that?
And who is that? That sounds like a travel agent.
He is the captain of this fortress.
Huh. Can we talk to him to get passage?
I will see if he's available. And he sort of... The one Durgar looks back at the other and sort of mutters something that you can't quite make out from this distance, even if you could speak the language, and sort of disappears off the top of the battlement. The other one stays firmly protective here, but you can sort of see through the gate that some of the people inside the fortress are starting to sort of move about their business.
So, what's it like on the battlements here? Is it a nice job?
It is slow.
Any flaming skulls?
Every now and again, we mostly ignore them.
Can you let us in, please?
If Sundarth says you are allowed in, you will be allowed in.
Is he gonna come and let us in then?
We're just kind of waiting for that.
I know, but we're waiting for ages. What's taking him so long?
It has literally been 10 seconds.
How covered in blood is Toya right now?
Fairly well covered. She did not appreciate Zara getting attacked.
Toya, come here for a second.
I was going to say to there were no prestidigitation.
Okay. Just don't mind this. I start tying a rope around Toya's waist. Now, if you would be so kind as to just sit on the edge of the bridge for a second.
Do I get a safe word?
I'm going to drown.
Pineapple?
Pineapple. Let's go with pineapple.
Zara, what's he doing?
So,
I believe
tie the rope.
It's a dunking a biscuit.
What? That involves liquid.
I stand on the other end of the rope, and whilst Toya is just sort of like innocently sat on the edge of the bridge, just push with all my strength to push her into the river. And then grab the rope to just drop her in for a bit of a quick bath.
Do you attempt to resist this occurring, Toya?
She's gonna be too surprised, but the unholy screech that comes out of this creature as it hits the water and literally launches into the air.
I was going to sidle up to Zara and be like, so what's the best thing we have to clean up Dragonborn guts when she comes back up?
I think she'll be very surprised.
So yeah, I do sort of the
We'll
thing of
see.
like jerking the rope, like you're sort of like sloshing someone in and out of the water.
She is holding the rope and yanking to pull him in with her.
There is a loud splash and the hissing of a cat, and Vason, as you sort of look over the edge, Toya launches herself out of the water, in much the way that cats do when they suddenly find themselves in water. Just all of the muscles tense, and they somehow leap off the surface of the water. You have managed to wash off an amount of the blood, but I believe at this point, she grabs hold of the rope and gives it a yank that you're not expecting to happen. Toya and Vason, can you both make me athletics checks?
Oh, this could be funny. Okay. Damn it, I rolled on the wrong thing, but that's a 25.
He either drowns or I stab him.
Well, unfortunately, he manages to hold firm, and you
Sorry,
yank.
do you have any soap?
I do not.
Okay.
It's you're a brave man for doing this.
I like sort of rummage in my bag whilst holding onto the rope with the other arm. Just
Zara,
grab
you're
some
pronouncing
soap.
stupid wrong.
And as soon as like I find some soap, I just sort of drop it next to the rope, so it'll go bonk on Toya's head. Just have a bit of a scrub, and then I'll then say pineapple.
Hold on, mister.
Okay.
But chat, place your bets on whether or not Vason will survive the end of the session.
Are you throwing the hand axe, or are you?
I'm throwing it at Vason.
Roll me the attack.
The bridge counts as cover, right? Never mind.
You throw this hand axe with all of your might, but the swinging of the rope throws you off, and the axe just sails up past Vason and just back down onto the. Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, beautiful. That's an 8. So no.
Sails back down and just clonks Vason on the top of the head before landing on the bridge. It doesn't deal any damage, but he tried to move into the way of it for some reason.
Alright, wash up!
I have 2 of those, motherfucker.
Cool. So Toya's still, like, holding onto the rope for dear life, right?
Yeah, she's got one arm wrapped around it, and she's kind of looped her arm around it.
Right. When she threatens, because how high is this bridge? Maybe 20 feet?
The bridge itself is... I'm going to say, like, 15, 20 feet off from the surface of the water, yeah.
Cool. As soon as she threatens again, I just let go of 5 foot of rope. So she just goes splash!
Toya, you splash into the cold water of the river.
I mean, she hasn't said pineapple yet.
She is crawling up that rope. And she's gonna make another toss.
Okay, roll me the attack roll.
She may have not have said the safe word, Vason, but she's going to kill you before she says the safe word.
I mean, do you have a safe word, Vason? I feel like this is a mutual thing.
Another hand axe sails up past the lip of the bridge and down and lands on the bridge, just toot, 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 and just like crosses over the first one. So you've now got a pair of hand axes crossed on the bridge.
I mean, I didn't tell her to undress, but if she insists.
Nefarious gonna have fun with this. He goes over, grabs the hand axes, leans over the edge of the bridge. Did you drop these?
No, I'm aiming. Either you stick him in him, or I'll stick this in him.
How wet versus bloody is Toya right now? That will hit.
Oh god.
Roll me the damage.
Sorry, it's taking a minute to load.
Toya is now looking very wet compared to the previous 6 points of damage as a javelin just... Nefiri, you look over the edge and you see the javelin coming up and you just, like, duck back out of the way and it just sinks into your shoulder, Vason.
I think just reflexively I let go of the rope again and then grab it again.
There's another loud...
So, where is Toya on the bloody versus wet scale?
Not the elf.
So at this point, there is no more sound. Everyone seems to have forgotten that Toya cannot swim.
Toya is dripping wet. Assuming you pull her out of the water. Otherwise, she's under the water.
Yeah, I'm not going to let her drown. Like, I'll pull her up to check. And assuming that she looks mostly just wet rather than bloody, I will then start pulling her up.
I can't
I'ma
tell
kill
if
you.
angels actually are thing or legit copying.
No.
Toya pulls back up onto the bridge and just looks like a drowned cat, like dripping wet, eyes narrowed, almost glowing in intense anger towards Vaesen. Hair just flat against the skin.
One.
I just
Good
passed.
reason why I shouldn't take this axe and cut off everything that makes you male.
You
Just
didn't say
one.
you didn't say pineapple. I assumed you were consenting.
Nefir, give me the axe. I'll teach you about consent, you motherfucker.
Yeah, fine. Vaesen, I warn you, it's going to take a while. They are blunt as heck.
I
Well, I was just gonna.
So there is currently a Toya half standing on the bridge, threatening me with a hand axe. Right?
Not threatening. She's going in for another attack.
Swinging, apparently.
You have made probably the worst decision of your entire life.
I'm
gave
just
the
looking
cat a
forward to the
bath.
next one. No, I'm looking forward to this. That's gonna hit.
Oh dear.
That's fine.
Oh dear.
Fine. But there is going to be something that happens in response.
Roll me the damage, Toya.
Green means it was a crit, right?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a lot of damage.
That's
You
a lot
just
of damage.
swing the axe up between his legs into a very vital part of his anatomy.
Hakuna his tatas.
I'm so glad I wear a codpiece. But cool. That's going to trigger Gift of the Gem Dragon. So Toya needs to make a saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
no, she's not going to be blown back
Strength
into the
saving
water,
throw.
is she?
You're gonna go back into the water.
Yep, that's kind of what I want to happen.
What kind of saving throw?
Strength.
Right.
So it's in your favour, I think, this.
Yep. Sorry, like I said, Foundry's taking forever.
Oh, it's fine. This is very funny. It hurts, but it's very funny.
It's normal, not at disadvantage or anything, is
Oh,
it?
yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
Oh, you're fine then.
There is a burst of energy from Vaesen as you strike him where it's very tender.
But you do take half of 2d8 force damage, so you take 4.
4.
Okay.
There is a burst of energy out from him, and you feel it almost pick you up off your feet, and you just stand your ground, pushed back a little bit, but still within striking range of Vaesen. Zara starts to take a step forward and just, Toya, stay calm.
What?
Here's a towel.
Oh. She snatches it from him.
Well, I was gonna cast Cure Wounds on Vaesen.
Thank you.
That's hurt.
Zara, you can return the rope later. And Vaesen just sort of turns away.
Toya unties the rope and just throws it at his face.
So that's 9 points of healing to Vaesen.
Cool.
I'm sitting on exactly half health and I still nailed him.
You are just lucky that I only used that, because there was another one which would have been far worse.
Well, considering you brought this on yourself.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I fully take this on. I'm chill. Vaesen is hurt. But Toya is now clean.
Well, maybe they'll be more inclined to let us onto Skull Island. Hope they didn't see that.
Yeah, after they see me wang a dragonborn in the balls, I have to question that.
I mean, they might just say yes, so that way they don't have to say no.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Like, she just attacked Dragonborn. Do we want to say no to this? Like, do we risk it?
At about this point, okay.
I wondered if you just kept up with the bad rolls, that would be so funny. Because what would have happened, you'd have been pushed 10 foot clear of the bridge, whilst tied on the rope, and just gone straight down. And I think probably it'd have been a deck save on my part to catch the rope.
At about this point, the gate starts to open. And I need to find if I've got... okay, that'll do, but I need... don't have that person's sheet on the board yet. Let's get... that guy, but I need to give him a better token than that. One moment. There we go. The gate starts to open.
See?
Cool. They're letting us in.
And blocking almost the entire other side of the gate is a large half-ogre creature, large tusks sticking out from the bottom of his mouth. Enormous sized plate armor strapped across this giant sized body, a great sword across his back that is about as tall as the tallest member of the group. You have business here.
Oh my god, you're so amazing! How's your sword made? It's so big. Your armor looks fantastic. Do those tusks make it difficult to eat, or have you figured out how it works? Do they feel okay? Oh my god, you are so cool. I cannot get over how amazing you are. Hi.
Hello.
Can I try lifting your sword?
Sure, it is very big. And he draws it, and it's a large, very well kept sword, and he just hands it out to you, and it is far too large.
You say that like it's...
Make me a strength check.
Yes. She's just like grinning ear to ear.
You are grinning from ear to ear, but almost as soon as you are handed the sword, it just... and just... It's very well made, very well balanced, but it's not balanced for someone of your size. It's balanced for someone about twice your size.
This is amazing. This is way too heavy for me, but it is so cool. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
He pulls it back and puts it back into the back harness. Yeah, the sheath.
That was so cool. Thank you so much. You keep really good care of it. That is amazing. Some people just do not take care of their swords. It's such a shame.
I like this small one. She's funny and fuzzy and very wet. Why are you so wet? We have bridge.
The asshole Dragonborn threw me in the water, but that's okay because I crushed his nuts.
He didn't throw you in the water, he dunked you like a biscuit.
And you didn't say pineapple!
Shut up or I'll hit you in the balls again.
Why would saying pineapple help with being dunked in water?
I know, right? Exactly, see? He gets it.
Story. Are you the person we speak to about passing through?
I am Sundeath.
Yeah, can we come in, please?
We don't normally have visitors, but,
Please?
my understanding is at least some of you are important to the leader of, the people in charge of Skullport. So, if you need to make your way back up the Saugarth, we can lend you boat.
I don't know where you got that idea from, but I would appreciate being able to use a boat.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yes, follow me.
Okay.
You don't have any paracetamol, do you?
Wall's gonna do another cure wounds on you.
You don't get painkillers. You need to suffer for a little longer.
Sundeath ignores the request for painkillers, turns around and just starts leading you into Skull Island.
God, I'm rolling so badly on these heals. God damn it, that's another 9 rogue.
Don't worry, that's me mostly up to full. Oh, there we go. Like, Mason's very much sort of doing that, like, weird walk that most blokes do when they've, like, just been hit in the nuts and just, like, over-moving the knees. With a wider sense than usual, just to, like, not apply pressure.
Sundeath leads you through the fortress, and you can see a number of large, mostly single-story buildings. In the middle, there is a 3-story building. A lot of the towers around the edge stand 2 stories, like a level higher than the walls of the fortress. And then in the very middle of the fortress, around about here, you see this tower that just reaches up in the natural stone column that reaches up to the very top of this cavern. And you can see that there are elements of it further down where people have woodworked, stoneworked, various carved elements into the tower, including doors and ledges, handholds that would allow you to climb up to some of the higher ledges. And you note that the column narrows in the middle where it would have been stalactite meeting stalagmite. But Sundeath leads you down into a natural formed harbour within the fortress. And you can see stood over it 2 large towers with a chain between them that could be dropped into the water to stop boats passing through. And ballista mounted facing outwards, that if somebody were to run a boat in this way and they didn't want them to get in, they could fire upon it before dropping the chain into the water to cause heavy damage to the boat or to the mast and the rigging of the boat.
Did I get disconnected?
Eric has arrived just after we did massive damage to ourselves.
Yeah.
This is where we find out Nuri did have prestidigitation all along.
And there is a very quick recap for Nuri.
The very quick recap is we decided a way to leave Skullport. After deciding we should leave Skullport, whilst waiting at this fort to take a boat, a ship up the Salgarth River, Vason gave Toya a bath, and Toya threw several weapons.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that was said. I vaguely remember that being said about last session. Or before.
This was now.
This is just now.
Oh, I know, but I'm sure it was mentioned in a previous session about washing a cat, washing Toya.
Yeah, we've seen how poorly it goes now.
Yeah.
It was funny though. 2 hand axes, and it was the javelin that hit.
Oh, the axe hit too. Once I was closer, but it hit.
Oh, so worth it. So Toya is no longer covered in blood. Toya is just looks like a drowned rat.
With a towel now.
It's Vason's towel, so it's not unlike the underwear. It's all like lightning bolt patterns.
Oh my god. Vason's such a giant nerd, it's very funny.
Vason is a dragon himbo. Dragon nerd himbo. How has this not been obvious the entire time?
I'm just saying, just again, that it's so funny that he's such a giant nerd.
So there's a ship, I think?
So you are being led to a natural harbour, and there is a small ship large enough for you all to travel in and ford the river in. And if you wish, you can start to set sail in it.
Does anyone know how to sail a boat?
No.
Nope.
I mean, I'm guessing you're gonna want the boat this back, right? Can we borrow a pilot, Mr. Captain Sunsir?
I mean, we'll only need it for the trip down, and then the boat and pilot can head back, and we'll make our own way back.
I am sure we can find you someone willing to pilot ship.
This is where I just wish Ick's voice popped up.
Ick just says we're going, I can sail.
Turns out, Ick, like me, has developed a recent interest in all things boats, and has learned everything about boats. I mean, I haven't learned anything about boats, but they're like, I read a book on boats, and now I know everything about them.
So he goes and finds a... 1 second. Can somebody roll me a dice of some kind? Let me count how many sides of dice I require. 1, 2, 3. Roll me a d6. Somebody pick amongst yourselves. What? There we go. He goes to the human barracks, which is the large 3-story barracks in the middle of the fortress, and brings forth that's not a good name. That's not a good name. Use that one.
Joe the boatman.
Brings forth Jonas.
Boatman Joe!
Jonas Wakefeld, who is capable of piloting the boat. And gets aboard the boat and asks you all to get into the boat as well.
More water, great.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask Sunblight if you can help me into the boat. Because he's fucking massive.
Sundeath will help you into the boat, Wall.
Sundeath, not Sunblight. I don't have Sunblight on the mind.
No, definitely not.
What are you talking about, Sunblight? There's nothing called Sunblight. Nothing at all.
Either way, both sound like World of Warcraft villains, and I like it.
They do.
And you head out onto the water. And you head back towards sort of a natural cave within the cavern that heads down through some twisting, turning river. Has anyone been on boats prior to this? Is anyone characters been on a boat? Woll has. Yes, Woll has.
Maybe a little bit, but I spent more of my time under the water.
Woll, roll me a perception check.
I'm good at perception, so... No, I went to and from Luskan by boat. 18.
You notice that as Jonas is piloting the boat, you are going against the natural flow of the water. The water is naturally flowing back towards Skullport. And it doesn't look like it's incredibly quick. It's not a great amount of effort, but Jonas is putting in an amount of effort to fight against the natural course of the river, and you are heading against that natural flow. And eventually, through these twisting, turning tunnels, you find yourself on this map.
How long did you say this boat trip was?
Probably a good 20 or so minutes.
Okay, so pretty short.
Yeah, it's not miles and miles.
I made the mistake of zooming out.
I don't know if you can see it, but look for the orange disc. If you look for an orange disc surrounded by black circles, that's where we are. I don't know if everybody else can see my aura.
Oh yeah, I can see the auras. That's why I was like, huh. That the name of the temple sounds familiar. I'll just zoom out to see if we've been here. But oh, we have.
Oh.
Foundry's crashed for me, so
No.
Not again.
can't
No.
even change tabs to come back onto Discord, so it's gonna be a long time.
And so Jonas continues piloting the boat against the natural flow of the river Sargauth. Because there isn't anywhere just yet to stop. And eventually...
I was just thinking if needs be, we can just get Vason and Toya to start rowing.
Make it a competition. No, wait, we'll just go in circles if we do that. They refuse to row in time with each other.
It sounds weird, but if you do get the rhythm just right, you would actually make your way up against the natural river current.
But I feel like Toya would be like, I must go fast. I must go faster than Base.
That might be the worst ferry I've been on.
I feel like Vason would rather just get out of the boat and just pull it.
Eventually you round a corner and you can see sort of two ledges of natural stone in the walls of the cavern. One is here and is about 8 feet above the surface of the water. And a second one is just coming into view sort of here-ish. Which is about 6 feet out of the water. And I'm just gonna roll a thing. Nobody panic. Vason.
Oh no.
Actually, let me roll another thing real quick. And then I'm going to say Vason. Okay. Vason. Ick turns to you and points to the first ledge. There's something hiding up there.
How far away is it? Because I only have limited vision with dark vision goggles.
At the moment, it is... The ledge is just at the edge of your dark vision.
So I guess I sort of walk as far to the edge of the ship to see it better.
And as you do, I'm going to just move you guys up a little bit further. Just because...
Go for it.
As you get further up, and Vason, you can now see the edge of this ledge.
And ho!
Looking, having had it pointed out to you, you can see two humanoid shapes sort of tucked into the shadows up on top of this ledge. And as you get further round the corner, everybody but Nefira sees two more humanoids trying, but less successfully hiding amongst this particular ledge, a little bit outside of most of your dark vision ranges, but in the darkness you can sort of make out these shapes.
I'm just gonna do a quick divine sense. I can't quite tell what they are, but at least I'll learn something.
Okay. Can you put that in the chat for us so that I can remember what that is? Exactly. You close your eyes, you open them again, and you look out. You breathe deep to try and smell anything, and you smell seawater. You sense a void where Woal is, as per usual. But you sense no celestials, no fiends, no undead.
Who am I next to? I guess besides Ek.
Nefira, Zara, and Toya are sort of surrounding you.
They seem mundane. Do we want to?
I mean, they could just be guys.
So yeah. Do you want target practice?
No, they could just be guys.
Let's not antagonize.
Random, presumably fishermen.
Or other people who have come wandering.
You guys are so murder hungry.
I asked first.
He's gonna narrow his eyes. DM, I feel like I definitely have an artificer. Have like an ability to make like a magical trinket. I'm pretty sure the ability is called magical trinket, but I can't see it on my character sheet at all.
I want to say you've done it a few times now.
Yeah, I feel like I should have it, but I can't find it.
1 second. I will just check
It is literally just called magical trinket, and I missed it.
I believe it's called magical tinkering.
Tinkering, right? Wol's gonna...
Yes.
Wol's gonna go into his bag and pull out like a bit of... There's like pebbles and shit in his bag, I presume. He's gonna pull out like a little bit of something. And he's gonna be like, Rayson, throw this at their feet, and it's gonna like emit light.
Do what I'm told.
Okay. Vason, roll me a dexterity check.
I keep using the wrong tools to do these things. Let's roll with the right tools. That ain't so great.
You look up 8 feet into the air. You take this small pebble, and as you hurl it back and fling it forward, hurl your hand back and fling it forward, it suddenly bright light emanates from it. And just as you release it, the light catches in your eye, and you just blink, and the pebble hits into the wall, not where you were aiming for, and it into the water.
But did we still, with that like little flash of light, get a better look at these people?
Roll. I'll give you perception checks. Roll me perception checks.
Would also, because he's got that keen smell of his, try and glean a bit of extra information with the perception at advantage, perhaps, please? Pretty please?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd definitely be doing this at disadvantage, considering I just got blinded.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I should have told you to turn the dark vision off. I just made you, like, flash grenade yourself. I'm like,
whoa.
Anyone see 4 of you, Wall?
It's like, I'm gonna fix the goggles in like a minute.
I'm gonna unhide the tokens, and you perceive, Woal, a trio of drow,
The drow.
clustered and hiding amongst the shadows of the edge here. You can you can see with that small flash of light you had, two of them towards the edge are male drow, holding, what type of bow is it? Holding a bow of some kind. Hand crossbows that they are sort of aiming towards the river. And the third is a female drow in sort of more ornate armor than the other two are wearing. Who isn't necessarily looking towards the river at the moment, but is sort of keeping a watch over the general area.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. They're probably just drow. I think they're just drow. Have they, like, spotted us? I mean, presumably the flashbang probably gained...
They do start to, take notice of the fact that somebody has just thrown a glowing rock at them. They are turning in your general direction, and you can see that the two that were sort of looking towards the river are now sort of starting to aim crossbows round at you.
Right. No. Crap. I'll look at I'll look at Nefira and be like, you speak Undercommon, right? I'm really rusty.
Yeah. If they're
say
drow, they also could speak other languages, which...
Right, some drow I knew in Luskan spoke Abyssal, but it's not super common. Can you say that we mean no harm? That it looks like they were just fishing, not gonna lie. That's how I thought. Wall wouldn't say that. He'd be like, they look like they're fishing, and not add the, not gonna lie. That's me.
There you go.
Okay.
Or just squint, just like...
I call it across in deep speech, so it's whatever you'd like deep speech to be.
My god, I am so rusty on Undercommon.
Do you wish for Jonas to keep moving the boat forward as you say this?
No, get him to stop. Hold for a minute, Jonas.
Jonas sort of starts paddling the oars to just, like, hold the boat in place.
This poor guy.
The female drow at deep speech being yelled up walks to the edge.
Give another rock, I could probably get her on the head this time.
We're not actually trying to hit them, we're just trying to see what they look like.
Oh.
My god, my Undercommon is so rusty. God dang it. John, can I make an intelligence check to maybe read between the lines? I feel like Undercommon and Abyssal are like a root language, like Latin and English, so maybe there's like a one or two words in there if I try really hard. Maybe.
You can make that roll. Make me an intelligence check.
Motherfucker!
With that intelligence check, you work out that she is not speaking Undercommon.
God damn it!
Yeah, no, that was my beat. I spoke the language of the hoods, and turns out, nope, these guys speak the posh one.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, I was just like, my Undercommon's really, like, dodgy, and then it's like, no, actually, my Undercommon's really good, and then it's like, and then realizes that that's not undercommon, and then it's hitting Nefira. I'm just like, Nefira!
Wait, does that mean that's like Elven?
It's like, your undercommon's fine. They're not speaking undercommon, my dear.
I thought I was bad at undercommon. Yeah, I'm bad at undercommon.
No. They be speaking their fancy language.
You speech?
Elvish.
Oh. I don't speak Elvish.
Zara should.
Zara does understand this conversation that is happening, yes.
I yell over in common and be like, do you understand common, or gnomish, or abyssal? I mean, a lot of people speak common, I guess.
Zara, my love.
We're with Azrog, aren't we?
What are they saying?
I like.
You don't know
Nefira's gonna
that.
whisper this in common, just like, yeah, Azrog, the bugbear dude. Shall we say no?
We don't belong to him.
I mean, we saw him in a meeting. We technically haven't finished or helped him yet, so.
Or they're asking about the Xanatar. Because that's gonna be a hard no.
In what context? I mean, we don't know him. We know where he is, maybe, but
But would you have me to ask in what context? I mean, I could just tell them to go F themselves, but that's just going to result in lots of pain.
what are they saying?
They're literally asking, are we with Azrog or with the Xanathar?
Like we're just freelancers. We're just adventurers. I'll yell in common and be like, "We're just guys. I'm an artificer. I own a shop." Just start advertising a shop. I actually do crossbow repairs. I noticed that the string on that one looks kind of. I could replace it. I'm really broke right now.
How can you tell from this distance? There's 17 of them.
It's like, yeah, but you can't tell.
Zara?
No, there's 17. 19? Oh god, okay. Can you fix these goggles? And I just take the goggles off. I am now blind.
Well, takes the
Zara.
goggles off and starts repairing them.
My love, my heart, my everything.
Yes.
Can you tell them that we're not with either of them? We're just trying to pass through.
Don't worry, Nefira already has.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I figured this is one of the times. I figured this is one of the times I probably shouldn't just murder everyone.
No, it'd be a bad time to murder people. But we're kind of on a boat in water.
This is definitely a pineapple moment.
I mean, I could offer to murder someone for them, if they want.
He's already offered that potential as well, I think.
Oh, okay then. I don't like the water, Zara.
I know.
Can we dock at least?
You don't see a place to dock here. Both this and the next cavern over are the taller one is 8 feet up, the lower one is 6 feet up, so they are not really places that you could land a boat. Unless you jumped it, I guess.
I'm not jumping blind.
I'm working on it. I'll make another of those magical trinket things to illuminate Basin so we can actually see. Just hand it to him.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure I just heard you say you illuminate me. I'm just like a glowing dragonborn.
He just like one of your random bits of armor. He's just like, fuck it, and just like your chest piece is now just glowing really brightly. You're like, ah.
How?
I'll turn it down. Adjust it.
Just like the idea you've got like a dimmer switch on the magic.
He's like already been like fiddling with Vason's like armor without telling him, and there's literally just a light switch. He just like clicks, and he's like, "Ooh, you need to turn it down a little bit."
There's the push button and just cycles through things. One of them is like a full-on RGB strobe effect.
How do you have the spare mithril to mod my armor?
I mean, technically, I'm just thinning your armor a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It's nothing.
Okay, we've been
Don't
given the
ask
green light. Let's
questions you
go.
don't want the
Apparently,
answer
he
to.
wants to take before he changes his mind.
Huh.
What does he want to take?
He might want to take our stuff for his house.
No. Wait, can you understand common?
Probably not the best of ideas, though.
What stuff do they want to take?
First of all, what-
I mean, like, you're a drow, can you not be like, oh, blah, 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 we're friends?
Well, I said we were friendly, and he's saying let's go. And he's just said make it quick before I change my mind and take your items for house. Ovrendia.
That feels super racist.
I don't know. To be fair, I weirdly seems to be bumping into a lot of tieflings that I know recently. He does inverted commas when he says tieflings.
As you round this corner, you see a cavern at the side of the river that's shaped roughly like a clamshell.
Sure, that's what this looks like.
The sort of beach, the sandy beach front of this cave is pitted with holes that seem to have been dug haphazardly.
I did not do that.
Is that a good enough place to stop?
I think we could probably get up here.
Yeah, I mean if we can get a bit closer, save us a bit of the swim.
Wait, save a swim? But swimming's lovely.
The cat's already pissed off once. Do you really want to piss her off again?
Yeah, I'm not killing you if you do that again.
Jonas pulls the boat up to the cliff face, or to the shoreline.
Yeah, cat. God dang it. Sorry, for context. Percival's decided that he wants love and attention. Has decided my thighs are tempting.
Gone from obsessing about one cat to real cat. Oh dear.
And so feel free to make your way onto the land.
Why is this all dug up?
Yeah. Probably nothing good.
Are they graves?
They're not big enough to all be graves. Some of them are sort of... at this point, Jonas turns around and takes the boat and goes home.
See you, Jonas.
Bye!
Goodbye, I don't have
Arrivederci.
voice, so I will just leave now. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
He must go. His planet needs him. Just wipes off.
He phases out.
Him and the boat just like flash opacity several times and are just gone. It's weird. Vason.
Uh-oh.
As you're sort of looking around the... Actually, no, I'm going to say Vason. Vason, as you're looking around, just roll me a perception check really quick. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Don't even worry about it. Let me look up a thing.
So I'm just walking straight into the middle of all the sand, I'm guessing?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, I'm all right at these. That's a 26.
Okay.
Nice.
Nothing happens.
Well, do you know what all this dug sand is?
Was like prodding around with. He's got like one of the walking sticks from the back of his wheelchair and he's just prodding at the sand. He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna do an investigation check.
Nefira,
Yes.
roll me a perception check.
Oh no. Ah.
Nefira, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no, and I've moved away! No! I'm sorry.
Charisma saving throw. Normally 15.
Okay. Whoa.
Poking the sand with my walking stick.
As you sort of roll across the loose sandy beach and you poke the sand and you curse the fact that your wheels keep getting stuck in the sand and sliding around a bit, the crab sort of dismounts and starts sort of helping to pull you through the sand. You start poking the ground. You poke your stick into one of the holes, and a blue glowing hook latches into the end of your stick. And a blue glowing arm follows it out of the ground, and a blue semi-translucent figure wearing an eye patch over one eye launches themselves at you. Roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
I get attacked by a fucking jaunty ass pirate.
Well, I will say, if I'm getting charmed, I have some things for that.
13. Oof.
You are fine. As is...
Is the ghost still there?
Yes. And there is also, comes into appearance, 2 other ghosts. All of them jaunty-looking pirate figures who sort of look at Nefira and Vason and Woll, and then just sort of all turn around and go back to, like, poking around the ground over here and ignoring you.
Huh.
They're pirates. They're looking for treasure, obviously.
I
Why
feel like this is not going to be the worst thing today.
You know, I feel like I don't want to fight these pirate ghosts.
Yo ho, yo ho. How do you do?
Yarr!
Oh my god, they talk.
Hold on. Toya's gonna grab her symbol and be like, "Hey, boss, am I supposed to fight these ones or are they cool?"
You get a sense...
Because they're ghosts, so I don't think they count. But I figure it's probably better to ask.
You get a calm sense back from the symbol. You get the sense that Kalemvor doesn't care for ghosts in the same way that other undead might be. They aren't necessarily perverting the natural flow of life into death.
Cool. We can leave them, guys. Like, if you don't want to get spooky.
Toya, did you say out loud, They are pirates. They are looking for treasure.
Yeah,
What-
she would have taken one good look and been like, "These guys are pirates. Like, obviously they're looking for treasure. What do you think all the holes are for?"
As you say this, as you said this, one of the pirate ghosts floats just over to you. Yar, we be hunting treasure. Do you have any?
Whoa, hi.
He said
I
the
don't
magic
know.
word.
I know, right? Like, I didn't get a please.
Do you have any treasure, lassie?
I mean,
I'm still
Noreen
waiting
has
for my
plenty of treasure.
please, sir. Like, I don't even know you. You didn't ask my name. You could at least say please.
He
I think Rory
takes
says she has some.
he takes his hat and enters into a low bow. I be Algar Grimtide. What is your name, missy?
Okay. See? Not that hard. I'm Toya, and, I mean, I have some gold in here somewhere if you want it. I don't know how treasury that is, but, I mean, it's kind of the best I've got right now.
We be looking for buried treasure, you see. Do you know where there's any buried treasure?
Buried treasure.
And another of the ghosts just sort of floats over. And
Do you know
another.
what was in it? I can try and sniff it out. I've got a fairly good sniffer.
We don't have any treasure. We're just looking for some.
Okay, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. She's gonna kind of rustle in her bag, pull out a bunch of gold coins, and crouch, dig a hole, drop the coins in, and then cover them with sand. Does that help?
The ghost looks down at where you've very obviously, like, the sand is freshly patted into place. The ghost reaches down and, like, tries to dig it out, and its hand just passes through the ground. Missy, we be having some trouble with the ground, you see.
Oh, so it's not that you're... Okay, well, like...
Could I borrow your body?
For long enough to dig up the treasure, yeah, but after that you're gonna have to get out, because I'm kind of working for a guy who's a bit iffy about whether he tolerates ghosts or not. So, like, you can to find your treasure for now, but it can't be a permanent thing. Is that cool?
We can't be going too far from where we died.
That works. Alright then. If you need to borrow me to dig up some treasure, go ahead. I'm cool with it.
One of the other pirates turns to Zara. Could I be borrowing your body?
No. Toya just immediately cuts in. No.
Could I be borrowing your body? He turns to Ick.
I just put a hand on Ick's shoulder and just shake my head.
Wolf's gonna. There's like a ghost. Wait, where? All the ghosts went over there. Wolf's gonna like pick up the crab and it's like, can you do mechanical stuff? And he kind of like sets the crab off in their direction. You could use that. It's pretty good at digging. I'm not using it.
One of the ghosts will just sort of fly into Toya. And Toya, you feel this weird sensation that you're now suddenly... You are moving and you're watching through your eyes, but you aren't in control. And there is somebody else in your body with you.
Well, this is the weirdest fucking sensation.
You think these words, but the voice... Nothing emanates from your mouth.
Cool.
I mean,
I can't even talk.
if you just
Echo! Echo!
One of the...
Oh, my head's really empty.
One of the ghosts goes over, floats down into the crab, and there's like a glow around the crab form.
If you just point us to where you need us to dig, if you give us a cart, we'll happily help you.
We need to be finding the treasure.
Yeah, I think it needs to be them. Is this like you died and you need to find the buried... You specifically need to find the treasure so your souls can pass on? Is that the deal?
Possibly, says the third ghost, who's now apparently speaking up with a Boston accent suddenly.
Were they able to get into the crab, or was that a no-go?
One of them seems to have gotten into the crab, yes.
Oh, cool.
The third and final ghost will float over to Nuri. Could I be borrowing your body?
I suppose so. Don't know how it's going to react to my other connection, but you can give it a go.
And the third ghost just sort of floats into Nuri. And Nuri, you feel, again, somebody is piloting, but you are just watching as if in a dream, as you're not in control of the body. There's just a voice that echoes in you. It's busy in here. And you, the three of you, Toya, Nuri, and the crab, go to work digging up the buried pile of gold that Toya just buried moments ago. You dig up the gold. You pile the gold up on the ground, and the three of you, the crab, the cat, and the gnome, start cackling madly and dancing around a little pirate jig or crab dance.
Crab dance!
And then the three ghostly spirits dissipate. The dancing stops or continues if you feel like continuing it. But the ghosts have vanished and you have put them to rest.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Well, I feel like I've done something positive today. That makes up for all the murder.
The robot crab is still crab dancing. Walsh is like, oh god damn it, they broke my crab. It's like, it's not supposed to do that.
He's dancing. Leave him alone. He's having a good time.
I'm just gonna slow blink, and then just continue to like roll like as very slowly out of the sand. He's like, god dang it.
Wait, if they couldn't dig properly, then why are there so many? How many people did they borrow to dig?
I mean, maybe that they died digging. I was gonna sniff the air and see if we can smell any bones or anything.
Uh,
I'm just wondering if I should take the gold back or not. Like, does that count as desecrating the grave if I take it back?
Sniff, sniff. Now 20!
Oh my god, this is where Wall just smells the gold under the sand.
He's like, oh yeah, the gold's over there.
You can't smell bones or dead bodies around this beach. You get the feeling that if they died near here, they probably died in the water, and weren't able to go a certain distance away from the river itself. From here, you also can't smell that they would have found any treasure here.
I do not smell gold. It's like, I don't know, maybe the... who knows? I don't really know how ghosts work.
So,
Right.
hopefully my burying the gold and letting them dig it up was enough.
Seems
I hope
pretty.
so. I mean, being undead sucks already. Being a ghost and unable to even change things? That just really sounds like it would suck, so... Bossman says ghosts don't really count those. Well, okay. I say says, but he doesn't actually say anything. It's just kind of like this tingly feeling that I get in the tip of my tail. It's super uncomfortable. But it's not terrible, if that makes any sense. Anyway, basically, because ghosts are just kind of lingering souls, but not bodies against natural order, they don't really count.
It's good to know
So
that you
hopeful-
wouldn't have tried to kill Haleth.
Huh?
But
Sorry, that cut out. That cut out. I missed it.
It's good to know that you wouldn't have tried to have killed Haleth.
He was the revenant, right?
Yeah.
Good egg.
I mean,
Sort
if he attacked me, but like if he's just chill, then he's chill.
Was chill.
He was chill.
Then chill.
I think, yeah, casually he's having this conversation as we cross the sand.
Yeah, Foundry is just not working for me anymore.
Yeah, I've not even got it up because it won't run for me, as well as Discord, so I just can't
Damn technology.
use it. It don't like me.
So like I'll keep playing as long as I can, but I'm not. John's. You're just gonna have to be in control of my
I'm just
token.
moving, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Ah, slow down! I can't make you faster if you keep going that far ahead. Ah, wait, I ran into a wall.
Yeah,
Ow.
this tunnel curves round and reappears over here.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to move you all through a wall really quick.
Thank you.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Just sort of
What
love
is
the
it
image of
with
like
drow
Vason.
and winding corridors?
I just have this image of Vason face planting against a cave wall and just suddenly like phasing to his left through the wall. Like some sort of
Skyrim glitches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Skyrim glitch.
Silly Vason, you need to hold a bucket to do that.
I feel like if I held a bucket, Toya would get mad at me. Oh, what's down here?
Oh, I think we've been here before.
I mean,
Yeah, at the moment it
I'm-
might be best if Vason didn't touch any sort of liquid-containing receptacle.
like, what are you talking about? We've never been here before. I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
yes, we have.
we might have been here before.
Yeah, this
The
is
spider
where we've had
webs
all
aren't
the
here
stones.
anymore.
We
Uh,
did sort of set that on fire.
But there is a
Yeah.
large smoking crater in the ground that's still slightly smoking. It's been several days. Charred ground.
Wall, what is in your gunpowder?
You don't want to know. We're just going to turn around and start heading back the other way.
Wait, is that another cabin at the other end?
I'm just
One
gonna
second.
say to you, Walt, that other way doesn't lead anywhere.
Damn, it doesn't.
It's a very long tunnel that leads to nothing.
Dang. Well, I was just going to sigh and head across the thing. This cabin.
So what? We thought, what, Basilisk? Basilisk did all this?
I think so, yeah, because of all the stony statues, or the people with petrification poisons.
Mm.
Does that
should be
mean that
cautious.
Does that mean that we should like polish any armor to make it reflective to turn the basilisks to stone?
If you want me to modify your armor again, I'm happy to.
You keep your pliers in your toolbox.
Oh.
I don't know if you use pliers when not modifying armor, but I assume that's what you do.
I mean, not to polish armor, no. but that is we maybe could grab some mirrors.
Nifir, is your sword being at all chatty? That seems sword territory.
No, it's been mostly chill.
It's probably bothering someone else.
Oh, now it's
I mean, to
chill
be
and
fair,
quiet.
I haven't summoned it yet, so it's kind of somewhere. Okay, carrying on the Skyrim joke, I haven't spawned it in yet. I need to open up the console for that.
I'm glad that we both have summonable weapons.
It's so much handier on the inventory, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure I could just.
Oh,
like,
hello.
I'm not sure I could just leave my sword on the surface and then summon it. Okay, what?
Nefira and Vason, as you turn this corner from tunnel into wider open cave, the walls of this cave are stacked neatly with various bones.
Oh, is that a catacomb?
Huh.
I didn't realise we were under Paris.
Wait, you mean? Is that something you can use to brush Toya's fur?
Like, or just gonna turn just slowly and look at you. It's like, no.
I know what a catacomb is.
Gonna release the crab into the room for a minute, see if anything happens.
Vason. The ice is thin.
I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to say pineapple.
The crab
Hi.
walks.
Yeah.
The crab walks into the center of the room, looks around, clicks its clacky claws together. Nothing seems to react to it being here.
Move into the room.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to turn on Divine Sense for a quick second, though. Just be like, bling.
You pling your divine senses out, and nothing returns. There are a lot of bones in the room, though.
Walla's gonna medicine check the bones to see potentially what race they are, if it's the same race, if it's different races.
We're fine, so long as there is no rabbit.
Bone check.
You look around the bones, and you see that they are stacked neatly into similar race piles. You can identify one pile that is goblin, one that is hobgoblin, and two others that you don't quite recognize the bones from.
They all look humanoid, correct?
One of them doesn't.
Huh. He's not touching anything just yet. The one that doesn't, can he find a skull or anything?
No,
Or is
he
it just-
can't.
He's like, huh. I guess I need to brush up on my anatomy books again. Just look a bit frustrated. Can we see any iconography in this room, or is it literally just stacked?
Stacked with bones. You can see puddles of still water in the ground, but no, nothing. Nothing carved into the walls.
He's gonna lean out his wheelchair and just check for his water. Just put a finger in it, do a taste test.
Salty water.
Yeah, sea water.
Yeah, lovely.
This is going to be a very creepy question. So, Dragonborn generally eat meat, yes?
No, typically, yes.
So the things that don't look humanoid, any chance of being able to identify it from the flavor of its bone marrow?
You can.
I'm sorry,
roll
that's a
me-
long shot.
You can roll me a survival check, but the DC is quite high.
You know what? That's fine. Yeah, I will crack open one of the non-humanoid bones and have a bit of a nibble.
Okay.
That's a 5.
It's a bone.
Does it at least taste good?
It's not bad. It's a bit old. Like, the bone's been here a while.
I'll just take the other
Probably
half.
why
Of the...
he can't. Sorry.
I take the other half of the bone. I just offer it to Toya.
While I appreciate the offer, I am not a mongrel and I don't chew on bones.
Bone marrow is good eating.
I mean, it's good if you want to make a jelly.
Posh in some places.
Do you want it, Neri?
I'm no, because I'm a vegetarian, but I'm just saying that it is, at all the well-known restaurants and that. It's a delicacy.
I just sort of slip it under a bit of leather. I'm just going to chew on a bone for a bit.
I love that that's already made it into the out of context quotes channel. Thank you, Stanza.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Oh.
At about this point, Wol, Ick, I'm going to say Toya and Zara can all just hear a water spurting sound from this general direction, sort of north of the cave that you are currently in.
Like splashing or bubbling?
It starts off, especially for you, Wol, you can hear it sort of bubble, 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 and then like a jet of water.
Hmm.
So what are we doing?
I think
This
we
really is good.
Wall's gonna like turn around and be like, Mason, stop.
Crunch.
Just like, is that whereabouts? Wall's gonna come over and just start ranting at Mason about. He's gonna see
no.
where the bone's from the body.
It looks to be a leg bone.
Okay, that's fine. I think I can hear something. Maybe we should back up for a little bit, see if it comes in.
Okay.
I'm in the next room.
I mean, we could also just go to it.
Yeah, but it could be a big scary monster, and if we... Oh, let's just see if it comes in.
We don't have anything to hide behind.
Like, there is the cave walls. Back up into the room, look. Back up.
Alright, fine. I'll keep watch.
Also,
we
I'm
check-
like really good at killing things, so there's that.
Can you turn my armor down?
And he's gonna watch, just like, oh yeah, turn it off. Is the thing coming in? Can I hear
You
it?
huddle, and you wait, and you listen. Nothing enters the room.
Hmm.
How
Yeah,
long
close
do you
enough.
wait?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Presumably until Toya gets bored.
About 5 minutes in, you just hear another...
What did you hear, Wall?
Sounds like I thought it might be something in the water. He's gonna just do a I, the player, I think I know what this is. I'm gonna see if Wall might know what this is. If Keck knows. I don't know how worldly Wall is. He's pretty high wisdom, so. It's gonna be like, I think it might just be a geyser size. It's like, false alarm.
If it's water, let me go check it out. Oh. Is that rope?
You can see from here, sort of, looks like ship's rigging, suspended from one side of the cave to the other, and tattered sails hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, this must be where the pirates ended up.
In the middle of the room, so the cave is about 20 feet high at this point. In the middle of the room, the floor bulges and forms a 5-foot diameter stone cauldron.
You know what? That bone's got on me a little hungry. Let's take a look.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to move the
don't
others
roll
up.
between my feet.
Sorry. I just rolled over your tail.
The cauldron is filled to the brim with murky water. And you can see at the bottom of the water 5 rusty keys.
Mage hand, grab them.
Do you do this?
I'm gonna grab them with a mage hand.
Okay.
I do a feeling like we just dodged a trap.
Where did I put that? Here it is. Oh no, here it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. Actually, no. Let me double check that. Before I do this, did you call everyone else up to follow you, or were you and Vason and Nefira going to investigate this?
I think the group was following through the room because like, oh, it's a first call, and then we kind of like walked up ahead. So there's probably the difference is like maybe 30 feet in the
Okay.
cohort.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm envisioning the rest of the cohort to be here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it matters about who's about to get hit and who's about to have bonuses to their saving throws.
Yeah.
Who's
Uh-oh.
about to get annihilated?
I'm just admiring these keys. I'm like, oh, they're kind of rusted. They're like looking at them with the mage hand,
1,
like
2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Vason, can you roll me a d20?
I don't like how much I'm rolling tonight. 18?
Oh dear.
No!
Plus the thing, this is the thing to hit. Congratulations, we've all just been jumped by a slime again.
no.
Wait, all of us? No, that was bad. I don't like slimes. Slimes are my water.
Vason. As
Okay.
Woe reaches down into the cauldron and the mage hand, the spectral hand, reaches out into the water, as the water ripples, a symbol burns into the air in front of you,
Oh dear.
and a
Oh.
green glowing light pulses onto you.
What, as in
From this symbol.
right? So it's like a floodlight pointing at me.
No, there's a symbol and it glows with a green light and it pulses and hits into you, and the glow runs over your form, and I'm going to do this.
Like Wall isn't paying attention. He's just.
Oh no.
Be right
Rogue is
back.
gone.
Rogue.
Yep. What's just happened to me?
Congratulations, Rogue. You are the first member of the group to be affected by an Elder Rune.
What's that?
It is an old form of magic that exists within Hallister's Mad Dungeon.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this.
Luckily for you, you rolled the boon effect. So for the next 24 hours, Vaesen is affected by the 2 following properties of the rune, which you now know was Ulathar, the Elder Rune of Passage.
Ulathar, Rune of Passage.
Ullathar.
Oh, Ulathar.
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 You are under the effects of the Freedom of Movement spell.
Okay, cool.
Which, for the sake of you and listeners at home, I will remind you is... you are unaffected by anything difficult terrain-wise. Spells and magical effects can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to become paralyzed or restrained. Additionally, for 5 feet of movement, you can automatically escape from non-magical restraints.
Very cool.
And finally, being underwater imposes no penalty on your movement or attacks.
That feels suddenly very pertinent. You mentioned there are 2 effects?
The second effect is that for the next 24 hours, you have the ability to cast the Knock spell at will, requiring no components.
Is that including no spell slots?
Exactly.
Beautiful. Dope. And I'm actively aware of this.
You are actively aware of both of these effects.
Awesome.
Enjoy, and you are free to explain as much or as little as you like about this to everybody else. We're going to go back there now.
And they're back. Welcome back.
Vaesen's eyes just glow a green, matching the light from the rune, and then it fades.
Well, that was weird.
I was gonna finally look up from the puddle.
Did he live?
Are you okay, Vaesen?
Just jump around, do a couple of jumping jacks. I feel fine. That was weird.
That was bizarre.
What
Am
was
I
weird?
Am I glowing? I feel like I should be glowing.
No, you asked me to turn the rune off.
Oh, no, I mean me, not the armor. I feel like I should be glowing.
I'll look at Nefira and the back of Vaesen.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna have a quick jog. And just start jogging around the room.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you?
I feel great. I feel great. And I'm just gonna run and jump. I'm gonna just clamber around, see if there's anything in this rigging, if there's any little boxes or anything I can play with.
Was gonna shrug and continue to look at the keys. Who's that?
I feel like he's high right now.
I mean, if he's on uppers, that's on him.
The keys are seemingly non-magical, but
Is the metal of any good quality?
They've been in water for a long time. They definitely will unlock something, probably, but you don't know what nor where.
It's gonna take them and dry them off, put them on the crab. Crab can have the keys.
Vason, you run round, you climb through the rigging, seemingly with ease. There is nothing hidden up amongst the rigging.
Oh, that's disappointing. I'm just sort of gonna dangle with my legs are sort of caught up in the rigging, just upside down. So, turns out, oh, what was that thing called again? It was called a sign, an oldie sign, elder sign. Apparently, that's what it told me.
What told you? Have you taken acid, Basin?
No, the symbol, the green symbol.
What are you talking about?
Green symbol that came out of the pool was called an elder sign.
I'll look back at Neferi and be like, yeah, he's definitely on acid.
Agreed. He's definitely on narcotics.
All right.
Hold on. Wait a second. Were there tentacles and a thing with wings
No.
and a name you couldn't pronounce?
No.
We think he's just high.
I don't think he is.
Just
For
sort of
one, we'd be
flip
able
back
to.
down to my feet. I'll flip back down to my feet. Look. Does anyone have anything locked? Let me just prove it to you.
Huh?
Just toss something locked to me.
Walt's gonna look in his bag of holding to see if he has anything locked. I think he does.
I don't think you do.
Anybody? Another one?
Give me a second.
Toya's just gonna produce a random padlock that's not hooked to anything out of who knows where and throws it at him.
Is it locked?
Yes, I'm sure Nori has something.
Yep, it's locked.
Cool. I will cast knock in mid-flight. And just catch it unlocked.
As the padlock flies through the air, Vason sort of snaps a finger towards it. The padlock springs open, and he catches an open padlock out of the air.
So hang on. You unlock any lock.
Well, anything that would unlock.
Wait, so you've learnt the spell knock? No, not knock. What is that spell called?
Yeah, it's knock.
It is knock.
For his own amusement, Neferi's going to hand you a hand crossbow that he's blocked the safety onto.
Click.
Aim at the wall.
I click. And then shoot.
Huh.
Twang.
I mean, the safety on your crossbow, Neferi, is very easy to undo. You should really get that upgraded.
Right. Well,
No, part of me wants to get a repeating crossbow, but they're so heavy.
I don't know how about you. Right. I'm feeling very antsy. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna have a jog. I'll be back in a moment.
No. You're not. Stay in the room.
Oh. No, that's a dead end. It's a dead end. Ow. I've just... Has anyone just got this sudden urge to go swimming?
No, come back.
No, Vason, slow down, man.
Wal's gonna be like, Vason, come here.
But
Look. If you're gonna do something, run off. At least let me keep tabs on you. I'm gonna cast a spell. Don't resist.
okay.
Right, he's gonna use his last second level and cast enlarge reduce and make Vason really tiny so he can't run as quickly. He's now very small. And I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna pick him up. Let's hand him to the Fearer.
Vason.
Yeah.
Wall reaches down to pick you up. But you can't be...
Yeah, I can't be restrained, so I'm just gonna basically phase through your hand.
As you reach down to pick him up, he like springs out of your hand like you've squeezed some soap, and just like.
Is like trying to pick up a cat who doesn't want to be picked up.
And now a very small Vason just goes running off.
You've
like-
just set loose a fully armoured kobold. I hope you're happy.
I thought it would make him slower. But he's made of soap now.
What are these pools? What are these
Running.
pools?
At about this
Mason,
point,
get back here!
bubble, 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 bubble. One of these pools explodes upwards as a geyser.
How
A
hot?
geyser?
Both is acceptable.
How hot are geysers? Geysers are typically very hot, aren't they?
It depends on what the mechanism is to make them guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it feel warm standing next to it?
They are quite warm.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh god.
Excuse me. Da 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 da. Oh my god. See, if I was normal size, I'd probably try like sitting in those because that looks like that'd be fun. But I'd probably burn my bum.
Like, I was gonna look back at Nifir and be like, can a magical lock power make you high as well? Because he seems high still.
I'm not high. It's just this isn't gonna last all that long. Like I've got like a day of this.
I mean,
This
he's
is
like,
great.
he's like a child on
Oh,
sugary
ooh,
sweets.
hi. Hi there, friends.
Oh. A tiny kobold just runs out.
Hi there.
Oh look, crabs.
3 elderly women
Oh, for fuck's sake.
stand in the room.
Oh no.
Their skirts sort of pulled up and tied off around their knees. Not their ankles. That wouldn't tie anything off at all. Around their knees, and they are sort of picking through these pools of water.
Do any of them look like the other lady who was pulling around the fish?
One of them is one of the women you've seen previously, who you saw previously, who told you about the drow in the temple.
What was her name? Did we know her name?
You
I don't
never
think she
asked
gave
it.
it.
You never asked, and she never offered.
I was gonna roll into the room and be like, come on, incoming.
Lady, it's you again. Hey, I found her. I found Zara. Do you want to meet her? She's really great.
Oh,
Also, what's in the water? Can I help?
Nope. No, get out.
Wee splash.
we're just picking shells, dear.
Oh, let me see. And I'm just gonna. Vason is just furiously picking up shells.
Look. This is Zara. Zara, this super neat lady is the one who told us about the temple where we found you.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Have you met my sisters?
No, we didn't get a chance to, but you did mention you had them last time, I think. Pretty sure you did.
Well, do
Hi, nice
stay
lady,
a
sisters.
while.
I don't think that's gonna be possible. We have a literal kobold running around. I may have.
I am still a dragonborn. I am not a kobold. Also,
Just
here's some shells, and Vason's just like full hyperactive tiny version of Vason, just throwing shells next to her pile.
That's definitely a kobold. We've created a kobold.
Every kobold is just a tiny dragonborn
In their
who's been
hearts.
fed
In
too
their
much
hearts.
sugar.
Yeah. That's just the life cycle of dragonborn. It's kobold, dragonborn, dragon. That's just the progression.
So if you say that out loud, there's going to be a very sad Dragonborn. It's going backwards.
One of them, the one that you'd recognise. Did you take care of the nasty drow who were growing their spider abominations in that temple?
Absolutely. Slaughtered them all.
Excellent.
Oh, we set fire to the spider webs too.
She looks round as you just like dart past behind her. Just he is energetic, isn't he?
Where did he go? He blinked. He's vanished.
Yeah, he drank
Mostly he's
some-
probably just making sure I don't punt him into the water for throwing me into it earlier.
I mean,
No,
I like
he-
the water.
I apologise for him. He's had something and now is high on narcotics.
Yeah,
I'm not-
do you... That's a
I'm
question.
not high. It's just
I'm
an
sorry.
elder sign.
Yeah, do you know what an elder sign is?
I'm pretty sure there's a guy down on my street that I work on who sells elder signs. Inverted commas.
I've never heard of an elder sign. And one of the other
Yes.
sisters sort of looks up from repiling the shells after Vason threw more on top of the pile. I quite like elderberry juice.
No, he got hit by some kind of weird green light, and then suddenly he got all hyper. So, like, I think maybe he got, like, God touched or something, but I don't know.
Never seen a crab from this angle. Excuse me, let me just take a look. And, like, he's just forcing himself under the crab.
Waller's gonna try and grab him and like pull him out from under the crab. It's like, don't leave the crab
No,
alone.
this slip.
He's still gonna try. No, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I've created. I mean, there was a puddle around in the next room and he was near it, and now he's really hyper.
He didn't reach into it, did he?
No, I pulled some stuff out with a mage hand, but no one reached into it, like with their actual hands.
He didn't drink anything from it, did he?
No.
Well, then he should be fine.
What happens if you drink something from it?
I wouldn't.
Probably bad things.
It's been sitting there quite a while, and we haven't cleaned it recently.
Oh,
Oh,
Wall's
is
gonna...
that-
Oh wait, so that was your pool?
I'm sorry.
Well, these are our caves. You have helped us in the past. My name is Coral.
Nice to meet you, Coral.
These are
Oh,
my.
wait, if you... we're not trespassing, are we?
Well, you're quite welcome in my domain. You've assisted us.
Okay, good. Because, like, you've been really nice to us, so, like, I don't want to upset you guys, because I like you. I think you're nice.
Oh, wait. Toya said you know lots of things. Do you know the name Ulathar?
Ulathar, that was an old god of passageways, I think.
Right, yes. That's what the symbol put in my brain. Do you have anything you need to unlock?
No, everything we have is either locked because it is meant to be, or unlockable because we have the keys for it.
Are these keys yours? And Wall's gonna pull the keys off the crab, and it's like, I found them in the puddle.
Oh
I
yes,
can
we
clean
keep
up.
them for safekeeping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to clean them up for you, or do you want me to put them back?
Oh, they're quite all right where they were. We
Okay,
can
I'll
put them
send
back for you.
It's like, I know I can just get the crab to do so. So you command the crab to return the keys.
The metal crab looks at the 3 other giant crabs in the room for a moment, somehow taking in the strange sight of 3 other crabs, and then just sort of waddles off with the keys to put them back in the thing, and somebody's listening to a video somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because my computer keeps on freezing and then my YouTube videos start playing.
Oh dear. Does the crab communicate with the crab dance with these other crabs? Like, so Carl, you seem quite knowledgeable on these caves and stuff. 2 things, I guess. One, is that room of bones yours?
That is our larder, yes. We keep the bones of things we've eaten there.
Ah.
Oh, what was
in that case,
this?
Oh,
And I just passed up a very tiny broken bone.
I was about to sit there and go, we apologise in advance because someone couldn't help himself.
This was definitely after he became a tiny kobold. He's become very snacky.
That is... ooh. I think that's a spider.
Oh, of
bones?
course. Oh, of course. Just like nibble on it in front of her.
What was it? Just spiders don't have bones.
Well, they had something.
It's an exoskeletal structure.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's chitin. It's outside bones.
It's like, yeah, but you can tell the difference between chitin and bones. You mean like a drider? The driders have
Might have
bones?
been.
Like,
I don't think
Okay.
they know. They're a bit mad.
so are you like... I don't mean this to be rude. Are you hags? I'm just asking.
That feels rude.
I'm saying it's not rude. Well, I'm trying for it not to be rude. It's... I'm just curious. For one...
Would
illegal-
it be a problem if we were?
No, not really. I'm just curious.
She looks.
I mean, I have no room to talk.
She looks to her sisters, and suddenly there's like a shift, and their skin turns like a sea green, sea blue green. They sort of gain gills and fins. Yes, we are, dearie. My name is Coral Black. This is Gurgle Bride and Sister Caldara Cuttlefingers.
Huh.
Seen folk like you before when I've been swimming.
They're fishies.
Well, you've
Okay.
not seen folks quite like us.
Zara.
Did you know a hag who was living in Skullport?
We did not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably for the best. That one of our associates stumbled across them making zombies or something very hag magic related.
Foul.
Yeah, that was my bad. My boss doesn't really like the whole undead creatures thing because it goes against the natural order. So I had to kill her. Hard.
Then you have done a service.
Oh, good.
God. He's gone again. I'm
Like-
sorry. He's gonna run off to try
Nope.
and grab.
Don't mind me.
Like, I hope she wasn't a friend of yours. It wasn't anything against you. It's just kind of my job. Sorry.
Caldara Cuttlefingers looks around. Dusk did not tell us.
Dusk.
Quiet, sister.
Who's Dusk?
Yeah, we kind of already heard that.
Tiny vibrate. Just to check. What size am I actually? Am I like ick sized or am I like half the size of ick?
Your, it would be half your normal size.
Right, so I'm about 3.5 foot tall.
So yeah, you're about ick height.
Cobalt sized.
Actually, I think I can do something to your token for this.
Oh my god, please. Make him tiny. I mean, I guess before we interrogate you about who this Dusk person is, I mean, we have no ill will, so I guess it's all good. Who's do you know of the dwarves? Have you heard of the high elves? Walsh was like,
just
I
going
cannot
worse.
do this, but I don't want to. Have you heard of the dwarves? The shadow bait. What the fuck are they called?
Planine?
Clan Eye. Have you heard of Clan Eye and I? We have business.
We have not.
Okay. Is there an exit to this cave that isn't going back that way?
There is going back and there is going forward. And they gesture to this.
Okay, so there is an exit that way.
It exits to the river.
Okay, that should be good. If we come across this Dusk person, are they a good person or a bad person?
Dusk is our eyes in Skullport. He should have found our missing wayward sister, and we could have shown her the way of doing things.
Sorry.
I mean,
We can find your Dusk for you.
Lost. We know where Dusk is, but he did not inform us of our missing wayward sister who was raising the dead.
I mean, to be fair, he might not have known.
she
A lot
did
of
seem
people-
like kind of a lost cause.
A lot of people didn't seem to want to talk about it. I mean, the only reason we even found out was because someone in our group who's not with us right now happened to wander into her shop. So it might not have been that he wasn't telling you so much as he couldn't because he didn't know.
Either way, he did not tell us.
Well, thank you, Coral. I think we're going to take our kobold and head along.
I'm not a kobold!
Okay, short stack.
Yeah, but if you need me to kill anything else for you, just let me know. You guys are super friendly, so I totally don't mind helping you out.
Yeah, you helped us, so.
I was gonna say, I think this spell's about to run out.
Oh yeah, no, the spell's about to run out.
Yeah, I think that's just a moment Mason's running underneath Wall's chair and then just blunk. Back to normal size. Because it's
We'll get
technically
stopped.
only meant to last a minute. Yeah.
I mean, now Basin is large and in charge.
That feels better.
I was going to curse in Abyssal.
Language.
I think at this point, as you are about to work out your next course of action and continue working your way through Sargarth, that we are going to call a close to this session.